Chapter 7 Swimming for Great Britain Senior Team, 1998. After the excitement of the Nationals had died down a little, I came home from swimming one day to find another important letter waiting for me. I opened the envelope, read the letter, and then went running around the house showing everyone. I had been asked to swim in 2 World Cup events for Great Britain Senior Team. I was only 15 years old and one of the best swimmers in the country, which is why I was chosen for this event. Wow, my dreams were alive. Mum, I'm being taken to Sweden and Germany to swim for the Great Britain Senior Team. Dad, Christy, Nicholas, Paul, everyone. I'm going to swim for Great Britain. I couldn't come to terms with the fact that I was going to represent my country. I took my letter into school the next day and showed everybody. They were all very proud and very excited for me, and my teachers were amazed at my success. But then my mum noticed something very important. Stephanie, your swimming trip is when you are meant to be doing one of your GCSE exams, your geography exam. What? I had to swim for England now that I had been asked. It was the chance of a lifetime. Maybe you can do the exam while you're over in Sweden. Maybe, I thought. Maybe. It was agreed that I could do my geography GCSE exam while I was in Sweden. I had to swim my 100 metres backstroke heats in the morning, come back to the hotel for my exam, and then go back to the pool for the finals. This can't be too hard, I thought. My exam started while I was in hard training and very tired, so without any revision I took my exams. They seemed to be going well, so when I started to taper again and have more energy, I started looking through some of my books ready for my geography exam. Flying out to Malmö, Sweden, as part of the GB team, I felt very proud and excited. We were all dressed in our team kit and attracted a lot of attention. I was swimming for my country along with all these other excellent Olympic swimmers, and it made me feel so good and so incredibly proud. We arrived in Sweden, where we rode in a minibus to take us to our 5-star hotel. I was given a room to share with another swimmer, which was nice as I made a friend. Dinner was a delicious experience because the whole team was there at the same time, and the swimmers ate loads, which meant that the assistants had to keep offering more food. The pool in Malmö was full of salt water, which tasted awful. Every time I swam, I had to make a conscious effort not to swallow any of the water. It seemed strange to be swimming in a pool with salt water being used to fight infections in the water, as opposed to chlorine. I was thankful to get out of the salt water and to have a fresh water shower. The day when I was due to swim the 100 metres backstroke came, and I was a little worried and a little nervous. I never normally felt nervous, so this was a strange feeling for me. I lined up for the race as I had done many times before. I smiled, realising I had gone to places people have only ever dreamed of. I was here in Sweden, swimming for Great Britain. I was one of the best swimmers in the whole world. I swam a good race in a time of 1:06:54. This was fast enough for me to qualify for the final. After my swim down, I had to rush with one of the coaches back to the hotel. Here I was instructed to sit in a room for 3 hours answering the GCSE geography questions. I had just reached the finals, so I didn't really want to be doing this exam. I was now an international swimmer. What did I need school for? I will be offered lots of money and sponsorship deals to swim. I don't need good grades. All those thoughts flew through my mind as I wrote. I rushed through the exam, anxious to get back to the pool and ready for my final. The swimming coach told me to pick up some lunch, so we sat in the cafeteria before leaving the hotel. I was getting scared that I would miss my race. We got back in plenty of time for me to have another warm-up before putting on my Great Britain racing costume. It had the GB flag on it, and it made me feel so very special. Stephanie, how did your GCSE exam go? I felt so young, and that everyone was laughing at me. What was I doing, going for an exam while I was swimming for Great Britain? Yeah, it was okay, I answered with a quick smile. My final was good, and I swam very strongly. I finished in 7th place in a similar time to the heats, 1:06:45, which meant that I was 7th in the world. This meant I was definitely going to the Sydney Olympics in 2000. I was fast enough. I am going to go to the Olympics. I am very good and I will succeed as an international swimmer. After school, this will be my job. I will get paid just to swim. What a wonderful life. How exciting. When the trials in Sweden were complete, we flew out direct to Gelsenkirchen, Germany. In Germany, we were to swim the same events, but against a slightly different selection of competitors. We were taken to stay in another fantastic 5-star hotel. There were some well-known fast swimmers, and while travelling up for lunch, I got into the same lift as Alexander Popov. I fell in love at first sight. He was stunning. I was in a 2-meter squared lift with a man I loved. Looking back, I should have opened my mouth and spoken to him, but I was so excited that I was in the lift, just me and him, and I was speechless. I went home with a smile plastered on my face. Arriving home, my mum questioned how much I enjoyed the trip, and I answered, I have met the man I want to marry, Alexander Popov. He is so nice and handsome. I'm not sure that is very practical, my mum answered. Oh well, I thought, I can keep dreaming. That year I went to the British Championships, the Nationals, and won a gold medal in the 100 metres backstroke, swimming a 1:05.16, and 2 silvers for the 50 metres and the 200 metres backstroke. I felt absolutely wonderful. I was a good swimmer, the best in the whole country, and I was going to win the Olympics. Everything was wonderful, and my life was excellent. I was living my dream.